Hello, Radiant Soul. Great to connect with you once again. Those of you that have been traveling with me for a while on the Soul Path. If you happen to be new to this channel and community, welcome. I'm Michele. I read in soul stories, individual soul stories, and I also do an alignment and attunement meditation to align further to the vibrational frequency and energy of the reading. So you're more than welcome to stick around for that. Otherwise, you can always jump ahead to the timestamps. And also there's chapters in the video. So if that's something that you want to do. I always suggest personally trust your own intuition towards the card or crystals that are calling you. If you are guided to this reading, there is something here for you. Trust your own inner knowing and inner guidance from your higher self. And remember, you are the transmitter. You're transmitting a frequency through your questioning, through what you're doing in your life, and it is being picked up by the reader. And so in essence, our higher selves, our soul selves, our aligned selves are connecting beyond the ego human form. So you have a lot to do with this reading. All right, I'm going to get into the soul story so you can get a closer look at the cards. And then I do have some general messages from the guides and oversouls before we dive in. You're more than welcome to stick around for that as well. And I'd love to hear in the comments as well as how you're doing in this frequency shift. Frequency is changing, our frequency is changing, and therefore our soul story is changing. So I'd love to hear from you. I'm so appreciative, I got to tell you, of connecting with all of you through this channel and community. I feel it's more than a channel, but I love that name, right? A channel. I'm a channel. We're channels. Connecting in through the ether net, right? The subtle energy of the all that is. Anyway, I just got to tell you, I'm so, oh my God, enjoy. I just feel such a strong connection with so many of you. And on some level, each and every one of you, no matter what you have to share or say, it just, I feel such a connection to the greater collective on the Soul Path Collective. So I do appreciate all your comments, you sharing the video. Some of you have done gifts and donations, and that's wonderful too. Some of you have met more completely through readings and also Patreon, and that's wonderful as well. But however you connect in, whether subscribed, not subscribed, passing through, whatever, I just want to let you know I appreciate you and the divine soul essence that is you. All right, shall we get to a closer look at the cards? Soul story number 1, you have Ace of Swords. Let me know how you'd like my new setup. I'm just still learning. I just realized that the boom can go out more for the camera. Okay, and you've got this pink aura quartz. Look at that. Stunning. Soul story number 2, you have Queen of Pentacles. And a green, blue-green aura quartz. You can see the titanium in there. And there's a reason the guides told me to pick these. This is a very guided message from beginning to end for me setting up. And then soul story number 3, you have the King of Pentacles. And you have the Herkimer diamond. Or Herkimer, no, Lemurian. Why am I thinking Herkimer? Well, that's interesting. Maybe Herkimer diamond has a connection for you. It's so funny. I was looking at this, and yeah, it's a Lemurian crystal that a friend of mine, a wonderful Soul Path friend, got for me in Mount Shasta. And soul story number 4, 6 of Swords. And you've got the rainbow or a quartz. Yeah. All right, Radiant Soul. I'm already zony. I'm already in the zone of the reading with your connecting with your energy. Soul story number 1, soul story number 2, soul story number 3, and soul story number 4. The collective message from the oversouls and spiritual hierarchy is that there is a frequency shift. Frequency is going to be much more important and come more into your radar, your understanding. A lot of you will be researching frequency more or reading about frequency more. You're going to see the term frequency more. Frequency as in how often or how long something is done, what is the interval or the continuum. But also it's the oscillation of us through that space-time continuum. Frequency has a lot to do with how long we continue or endure or how we shift in a particular pattern that we are expressing and experiencing through. Frequency changes vibration and therefore changes the energy of something. So really look to the frequency that you are connecting into. You will understand this by connecting into the vibrational frequency shift that's happening now. This frequency shift that's happening right now is changing the vibration of each and every one of us, the earth, the universe, and what we experience on earth. So think in terms of hertz, cycles per second, rhythms, biorhythms, spheres, as in the spheres of the universe, fractals, the tree of life, the flower of life. So our very concept and idea of how creation is formed and the consciousness of and within that creation is beginning to change. So there's a lot more potential and possibility that is unfolding right now in your life for you to change the narrative, the story, because your frequency is changing. So it's a lot about aligning to this frequency shift. The very energetic oscillation of you, which changes the patterning of your life and life expression, is changing. Really pay attention right now to the subtle shifts in your life and where you feel more energy, where you feel a more optimal frequency for you, whether that's how often and how long you do something or the energetic balance of what you're doing. In other words, the frequency, the tone, the resonance. Frequency has a lot to do with tone, the sound, the tone, the vibration. Wow, as my throat starts getting toned, as I'm talking about frequency, I am feeling other parts of my throat chakra opening and my crown. So this is undoing certain energetic blocks that leave frequency less optimal, perhaps a lower frequency. Now, you might find in some ways you have a denser frequency, because that is denser frequency means something is about to manifest into form. Wow, this is amazing. All right, so let us get into the meditation, alignment, attunement meditation here, and then we'll get into the individual readings. Take this moment to pause. Be in the now moment of your soul expression, experiencing and expressing as you. In your own pace, your own pattern, your own rhythm. Take a deeper breath in. Pause at the top of the breath, centering inside. Breathing out, let your out breath be a little longer than your in breath. And just begin to more fully, completely connect into your own inner rhythm, your internal timing. Begin to connect into the frequency of your soul's signature frequency. relax into your soul signature frequency. And let yourself be guided through this frequency and the resonant connections energetically of this frequency in your life, in love, relationship, situation, circumstance, and manifestation. Allow yourself to open and relax into your soul signature frequency, to manifest the soul's vision through you as you, your soul, intended it to. Let's get to the readings. Hello, Radiant Soul. I just heard you are you. You are you. We've got this amazing aura quartz, pink aura quartz with titanium, one of the strongest metals, elements of the earth. The message I'm getting for you, you are connecting into a deeper level of your own understanding of who you are, what you're about as a being, as a soul being, as a being with a soul essence, however you want to term it. And so you are opening up to a new vision of you, a new idea of you. And this is going to open you other doors for you as well. I don't know if you can see this. It just looks like this amazing opening. And I feel like on the chessboard of life, with the all-seeing eye and the triangle, signifying the opening through Horus, through time and space. There is growth. These are new manifestations that are coming in. The choice is yours, Spirit says. The choice is yours now. In the direction, in the flow. As long as you're aligning to your own internal flow, your own timing, a lot is aligning for you. A big part of this is this new level of self-love and self-understanding. It's like you're understanding yourself, your own life, your own, not only mission I'm hearing, but what really serves you, what interests you, what is right for you. So there are new ideas coming in, and I do feel these new ideas are somehow bringing a new direction. So let's see what we've got. Ooh, breaking through barriers. Earth Tiger. Now, I don't know if what's written on the card figures in or not. We'll notice Wood Tiger, another tiger. Powerful beginnings and progress. Fire Sheep. Clear your blockage. That's the new idea. So you're thinking differently. A lot of times when we think differently, that's when we're able to make the changes we need or want to change. A lot of times when we start thinking differently, we open up to new perspectives, new perceptions, a perception change, like in the Hangman, which will be interesting to see if you get that in the tarot. So there has been a perception change. Earth Monkey, you can move mountains. That's it. Waking the warrior within. Okay, so this new insight, this new direction that's coming in for you has a lot to do with what you now believe that you can do, what you think you can do, and more importantly, what you believe you can do. But not just believe, because we can believe something, but we have to think it also. We have to move it in from thinking, from feeling something, from faith, belief, into thinking, and then doing. So whatever the block is lifting or has lifted. Now you're connecting in through the sword of your own truth, your own enlightenment, to literally move you forward through any obstacles, any challenges. Expect in the very immediate future, near future. And oh, I didn't realize you've got two tigers here. You've got Earth Tiger and Wood Tiger, and then you've got the sheep. which is very soft, in between the tiger and the monkey energy, and then the dragon, slaying these dragons. Well, it's the dragon essence for you is understanding you are you. You are your own dragon, that mythical creature beyond, in some levels beyond space and time. So this new idea of you and what's possible is really causing, and the actions, spirits tell me, and the actions that you're taking is really causing whatever obstacles or limitations are in your life right now are leaving. I also feel you're perhaps going to be, even though you could be doing some quick action or cutting past something, or it could be just mentally, I'm not going there, I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to engage in this. Your boundaries are much clearer. There's better boundaries around you. You're literally coming out of the mountain, from within the mountain or off the mountain. You're literally coming back into the world with something that you want to share, something that you want to do. But this is also about transmuting what was blockages or obstacles in a way to step forward, into stepping stones, slaying the, what got in your way. Whatever got in your way, you're moving past it. Now, a lot of this is just about follow through. I'm not getting like a lot of hard work, because I feel you've been doing the hard work and you've come to a correct assessment of the situation. Whatever the situation is, you have come to this assessment. Now, for some of you with this tiger energy, it could have to do also with some kind of leadership ability, or just being more your own inner authority in your life. Look at this solar flare. See, activate. A lot of you have worked a lot on your, again, own self-love, perception of yourself, forgiveness of yourself, of what you did or didn't do, or what you couldn't do, or what was, difficult, or challenges. I think a lot of you are seeing whatever you've come out of, you're on top of your game now. You're ready to be in the game. You also are recognizing that it comes from the source, the higher self. You're realizing that the lower mind of worry and mulling things over doesn't really do too much. Okay, here we go. Retrograde review. That makes sense. You've been in this review. You're coming out of it. And think. Oh my God, I've been talking about thinking. Yeah, you think differently. So because you are going to be thinking differently in your immediate future, that means that your immediate future, you're going to have different results. Cannot find the cards that I was... Aha, here they are. You guys, I changed my whole setup and I love it. I'm like in a little spacecraft with all my goodies around me. All my spiritual guides, guidance, accoutrements, my crystals, my cards. It's all... Took a while. Took a while to get to this. Okay, let us see. Wow. Well, okay, I didn't want to take all of those, but let's see. But you're coming out of this personal growth. These cards like to talk a lot. They really do. Ooh, too much. Okay, we'll take them all. We'll take them all, because I saw them all, but that kind of messes up what I wanted to do. But we'll just... Okay, see, effort. You're putting in the effort. But this Spirit is saying we want to tell you a story. There is a new story for you. You now have the mindset to put in the effort. So you could have been tired. Health could have been down. I think I saw something about health. Yeah. Health could have been down, so you didn't have the determination. You're being aligned. Your little will is aligning to divine will. Or the ego will is being sublimated. It's coming under cosmic will. The will of the higher self, the soul. The will of the creative collective unconsciousness, right? The infinite creative intelligence of the universe. So a lot of you with this 7-8, you probably had some health issues, mental, emotional issues, physical issues, something conditioned, something going on, but now you're freeing up from that. And it's come from effort and personal growth. Okay, and then we've got love, partnership. I don't know, did we need all these cards? Soul story. Okay, and we have environment, under health. Okay, I get the messages. So these are just a couple in financial discipline, under personal growth. So a lot of you have learned a lot about your money or yourself as a resource, and how to either draw more to you, magnetize more to you, or how much effort does it take, or persistence, to create something or to manifest something. So you've learned a lot about, I feel, this earth plane, about manifesting, about creativity, however you want to put it, about doing the work, whether it's individual personal work, personal growth work, or it's some of you, it's work in partnerships. You know, you're weighing things out. You're weighing who you are and what you need, as also with others. But a lot of you are going to be moving into a space where you're more focused on integrating more of what you need. I just heard insisting on it. So some of you are going to have to kind of have a quiet, calm demand or insistence, like, this also has to be right for me. Whether it's about time or timing, or a particular relationship or situationship. The other thing is to be in your environment more. Some of you, I see you gardening and doing more things outdoors. You could be spending more time in nature or your garden. Some of you are actually like redoing a sacred space, whether it's your garden or a place outdoors or a deck. I am seeing much more greenery around you. Some of you, I'm seeing like a little pied-à-terre, a little, I don't know where you are, but you're having a meal and you invite someone over. So Spirit wants you to commune with others. Take the time to have that tea, that coffee, that drink, that whatever. Make that salad or meal and share with others. Now, creativity. All of this is happening so that you are now able to get to a new level of creativity, and from a soul level. And this is creating your life in a way that is much more, I just heard, inspiring for you, much more joyful for you. So I really feel the message I'm getting, whatever this new idea that comes in, this new direction or pathway or this new approach, I'm just going to do this. Some of you, it's a change in your routine. This is really helping you. The other thing Spirit is saying, please, the financial discipline, because you're going to be investing in something. It could be something for yourself, or something that helps yourself, helps you in what you're creating. I feel the new direction is much more creative, much more self-expressive. This could be projects on the side. For some of you, this is something that you're going to be communicating with other people. Yeah, there we go. Look at the Death. Yeah, see that? This is the change. There's a decided change. The World card. Three of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. And I got to tell you, I got to take this out too, because you got the Ace of Swords again. So what does this tell me? Your work, working with others, collaborating, working with small groups. Some of you, this is working within the environment or a particular environment, changing your environment up. But the work that you're doing is starting to pay off. And that's because there's a new idea that's coming in. And from that idea, a new direction. Some of you, it's a new approach, a different approach to how you work. Is actually going to bring you more abundance. Some of you, whatever you're studying is, I feel like there could be a degree, a diploma, a certificate. There's something that you're getting. Now, this could be in a formal school, or this could be, you know, the degree or diploma from life has caused you now to branch off from something. Some of you, this is from a teacher or a group that you're starting to branch off or navigate your own. This could be a system of thought. You may be creating more of your own system of thought in your life. Now, what does that mean? That means that some of you may be creating your own philosophy for yourself, but maybe also to share with other people, or like a system or something that's worked that you're going to share with others. This is definitely more a time to collaborate with your work. Spirit wants you to branch out. And don't give it away. Make sure you're getting the fair charge or fee for whatever it is that you're doing. Some of you have to rethink how you monetize or how you work. That's another message that's coming in through Spirit. That's the review. You have to review, is this, for some of you, you're going to be, is this still working for me? Is this still right for me? Is this still the thing that I need to do or I want to do? So you've got Scorpio here. And then you have Scorpio here again, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius energy. So immediate future, a new way of working, a new approach to your life, to your way of working. And I would say also for many of you, there's a very important partnership that's coming in. Some kind of partnership that you love the person, you love the work. This sets you up for life. So a lot of you may be thinking of something that's more about inner and outer wealth or legacy. You want to transform your world. You're going to be able to. This is the frequency shift for you. Follow the new idea, the new direction, the new approach, because that is connected to and enabling the frequency shift that's coming through you. That's why you're having this idea. That's why you're having this new approach. This is why it's connecting in really this warrior within, or the emperor within, or the ox with, the instinctual awareness to want to slay it, to create, to manifest, to carve out your niche. It's a very big departure from where you were. But that's where you are. You're carving a new way. You're carving a new road. All right, we're going to get one more message and then Astrodicey. I'm going to get a little bit of a 3D message here. I'm also hearing Linda. Wow, look at that. Journey and reflection. Yeah. So for you, reflect how far you've come, where you are. Notice the changes, because when you notice the changes, you're aligning to the frequency of you, the soul essence you, the soul signature frequency. So I feel there's a new journey, there's a new pathway that's coming in for you. Let's take one more. Yeah, and it's this wealth. Look on the bottom. So you're working towards real wealth, but it's not just financial wealth. It's inner and outer wealth. It's the wealth of how you live. It's the wealth of the environment that you've curated, the things that you're doing. Some of you are helping others do this. Some of you are going to be working with some kind of community also, or creating a community. All right, let's get one last message for soul story number 1. Yeah, your story is changing because your frequency is changing. Oh, I love this. Mercury, think again. Think. Let's see, how do we do this? Can you see that Mercury? So think again, review, think, and get into the higher mind. That's what this Ace of Swords is, the higher mind. The higher mind slays the lower mind. Not that anything's wrong with the lower mind, but that's not where you want to have your solution. So you've got Mercury in Aquarius. Can you see that? 10th house, career, achievement. You can achieve it. You can, whatever you're asking, you can achieve it. You have to step in that opening. You can achieve it. You are achieving it. Speak it. Speak your truth. Spirit's going to be giving you a group to work with. You're being guided by your, not only your higher self, but your team. Speak of the higher frequencies. Speak from the higher frequency, but you've got to let it come through into your words. This is all about your words. Some of you could be writers or some kind of communicator. Put it down, write it down, put it down. All right, Radiant Soul Light, your Soul Insights mantra is I align to the inner truth of my soul essence so I can express from the higher vibrational frequency of me, of my soul. Lots of love and light. Hello, Radiant Soul. You have come here not only to learn, but to share your radiance, to share your soul through your creations, your manifestations, through the living beingness of you. Soul story number 2, you've got the Queen of Pentacles, manifestation, and you've got this kind of teal blue aura quartz. This is a lot healing, transformative energy. And I feel like healer. Look, oh, I didn't even realize this. Look at this. It's a very similar color here. Like a peacock. Wow. Divine timing. You are in your time. What is shifting for you? Your frequency of you is you're embodying the royalty that you are. I just heard nebula, nebina, nambia, something like that. Naima, Nambia. I'm getting a very strong healer, light worker, Atlantean energy. It's the robes of healing. Now, this healing could be through your hands. Some of you, it is just even telepathic or telekinetic, that you're literally able to influence through your mind, through your mindset. A lot of you could be on a manifestation path that you are creating, but I'm really getting for you, it's really time for you to shine, to share your gifts, to be there in the world, go out there in the world. Some of you, I see a lot of people coming to see you. Now, this could be art, music, mediumship. Some of you, your star seed, you're connected through the galactic center. You've come here many times, and it's also always at the turn of the century, the destiny. The wheel of light turns or changes. I feel a definite aligning to your path and purpose, your soul's purpose. Some of you, you're on your path to destiny, or there's a correction where you're going to, a course correction where you're going to be living your destiny more fully. You're living your destiny more fully from the soul. So you're about to shift into a higher octave of your destiny. Now, some of you, this is definitely as healers or something about your healing or you're communicating. I also am getting water is really important for you for the conductivity. This frequency shift brings you into an alignment with an incredible amount of abundance and prosperity, whatever that means for you. This is also more resources, I feel. There's something opening up for you on a cosmic level. This could even be through your chart. You might see it in your chart. You know, chart is a language. Astrology is simply a language. It's not anything happening to you from that planet. That's a lens. It's a lens from which to read, similar to tarot. So there are great changes coming up for you in the area of overturning something, manifesting, turning a new leaf, manifesting. I don't know, rising above something, but this time is very important to you in regards to your destiny. It's really important. You're stepping more into your destiny. Okay, let's see what comes up. Aligned with your purpose. Yeah, you're on this path. You're on a new path. You're going to be making a decided change. There could have been fear holding you back. Knowledge brings wisdom. Let me get the cards out because I'm getting a lot of messages and I don't want to interrupt when the flow comes. It's like, wow, look at that. Effortless vitality. Welcome the muse. Fertility. Oh, yes, that's what I was going to say. Phoenix. Phoenix rising from the ashes. And look I feel like this is Phoenix rising from the ashes. So whatever testing, tempering, challenge, difficulties came up, you're about to rise like the Phoenix in your career, in your path, in your wisdom, your understanding. This is about a complete transmutation of energy. This is, your frequency is so changing. The oscillation of you is quickening. It may slow some things down. You might have some delays. Look at the wood ox. Ox and pig have a lot to do also with abundance. So you're making your wisdom money. Your wisdom is going to make you money. Your life experience, your wisdom, whatever you've studied. If you have a lot of wisdom, let's say you've been on a path, you've done a lot of healing and inner work and therapy and spiritual this and spirit, you've done it. And you're at, even, and especially those of you that are chronologically older, your wisdom is now going to pay off, or whatever you've studied. Now, some of you, I just heard nursing, I just heard something with some kind of spiritual center. Now, some of you could be a lot younger, but you studied something. You've trained in something, and now you're about to go out into the world. So this could have been, uni. This could have been a college, right? University. This could have been a trade school. This could have been astrology school, or, hands of light, healing school, acupuncture, massage, I don't know, medical, dental, whatever. But whatever it is that you have learned and have stuck to it, what's coming up for you is a big payoff, a big up-leveling, where you're able to actually even be more, you're able to be more you. And this is coming up rather quickly. So things are going to move because you're going to be very inspired. Now, some of you, I have to say this, you're going to be listening better. Some of you have been hearing messages, but you haven't been acting upon it. So what's coming up for you in the immediate future is that you finally start acting upon what it is that you need to do. It's time. So there's no more hesitation or delay. You're going to be inspired and move into inspired action. This is about overcoming delays. This is about fertility. This is about nurturing. This is like the nurse card series. Nurturing. You're nurturing yourself. You know how to nurture yourself better. Now this came out too. Balance. So Spirit wants you to know for sure this is not about overdoing. Because your frequency is shifting, and some of you, you've been in the frequency shift. It's already happened. This frequency shift we're in this gateway portal of light. We have 2 of them every year. One, November, used to be like October, November into the end of the year. Now it edges out into, or extends out into like January, February. Then we have a little dip, because you might be feeling the energy shift. We're back in that opening, that portal of light. So opening, so you might feel more energy or energetic. You might feel things happening more quickly, or you're moving more quickly, or you're doing less, but a lot more is getting done. You might feel like checking out, kind of zoning out, maybe sleeping, relaxing, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're up like a little bunny, inspired, and you want to do a lot of movement. So follow that pattern as best as you can. Really listen to the cycles of your body at this time. That's the message also, especially with that Queen of Pentacles. This is about aligning to your own energetic cycle, your own vibrational cycle. Now, that cycle is changing because your frequency is changing. So something in your pattern is changing. Oh, the next card is change. Yeah. Right under Fire Horse. So the change that is coming up for you has a lot to do with renewal, rising like that phoenix, renewal, stages in your life that move from one to the next to the next. You're going to see that one bleeds into the next, or extends into the next. You're going to start understanding that there's less separation. Everything is of the same substance. But due to the frequency, manifests in a different way. This is really going to open up your life. So your life is opening up. You're going to be connecting more into that manifesting principle of you through this connection to your higher self. So whatever challenges in the past, you are rising like a phoenix. You are renewed. It's a huge renewal for you right now. So whatever area, yeah, it has a lot to do with spirituality and abundance. You're within a spiritual partnership with the divine. Let's see what this was. Healing, yeah. Some of you have been doing a lot of healing, a lot of inner work, or you do that as well. This healing has brought new beginnings because you're connecting into spiritual partnership. So your spirit or spirituality is really important for you. This is about changes that are made on the quantum level, on the level beyond manifestation, before things are manifested, and now things are starting, abundance. So whatever area of your life has seemed to have a deficit that hasn't, that it feels like, oh, I haven't had enough of something, that's changing. Now, Spirit says, what are you going to do with this new beginning? What are you going to do with this energy, this creator energy, this inspiration? Nurture your projects, nurture your inspiration, what inspires you, nurture your creativity. This is not just about helping others or healing others. It is about that in your own life and using this creative energy. You're not just here for learning. You're here to create. You're here to open up to the new emerging consciousness. That's the frequency shift. You're starting to open up to the new emerging consciousness, and you're here to co-create in the new paradigm. You're a bridger, a builder. You're here to create in the new paradigm. It's very clear. You're here, a lot of you, to heal the planet. Some of you are helping to heal others, or you're helping. It doesn't matter what. Some of you, I just heard helping others with their finance or healing their finance. Oh, now why are these turned the wrong way? Expect blossoming in your life. Something is opening. There's a new fertility. If there's been any issues of fertility, you're coming into a much more fertile period, whatever that means. Now, the changes that, because of the healing that has taken place, got the Seven of Cups here. Okay, I'm getting a lot of playful energy with the guides, the spirit realm here. Moving certain cards out of the way. Ace of Wands. Six of Pentacles, which connects me to that Libra, give and take. The Star. We're going to end it there, even though you also at the bottom have the Ace of Swords, which also Soul Story number 1 had that. So there might be some connection for you with Soul Story number 1. Trust your own intuition and inner knowing on that. Most importantly, what I feel for you is this change, again, the healing. The inner healing is bringing an outer healing in your life, moving you into wholeness. So a lot of you, there is a karmic adjustment. Now, what do we mean by karma? Just by cause and effect. By certain ways of thinking, certain ways of doing something. You are enacting a new beginning. You are creating a new beginning where you're living more from the vibration of abundance, having the resources that you need and want, but also in gratitude, having much more fullness for what you need and want. Now, some of you, this healing has been mental, emotional. Some of it's been physical. For many of you, it has been a deep healing on the emotional level. There's been a deep healing, and that healing of maybe repatterning or looking at betrayal, or I just heard lost cause, what seemed to be a lost cause or not probable is now coming back around for you. So you're going to have a lot of choice. And I feel with this Seven of Cups, the message I'm getting more about this is this is about following what activates you most. Following what feels, some of you, it's what brings more change, what feels nurturing, what feels inspirational. Because what I feel is you're going to have much more choice in your life, and you're learning how to move more in the world, not just through joy and happy, but inspiration, curiosity, what inspires you, like the muse. So you are becoming your own muse. You're seeing the life, the people around you, the relationships around you, more as your muse, your grist for the mill, for, healing and clearing and understanding. So for you, a lot of the little things are going to bring a lot of enjoyment. But you are clearly renewing, you're rising like the phoenix to a new level. And This is going to up-level what you're able to share with others. Spirit is saying this is, yes, you're going to be receiving a lot, but it's important that you share your gifts with others. Some of you could be monetary, some of you it could be your wisdom, some of you it's your presence, some of you it's your help. There's going to be more people reaching out to you to help them in some way become more whole or have understanding, which is healing. So it doesn't matter what you do externally or what your quote unquote regular job is, if that's the case. You have these properties within you. It doesn't matter what it is that you do or what people perceive you doing. You are creating this healing. Spirit wants you to move into the majesticness of you and your life and your gifts. It's time for you to share your gifts more with the world. This is clearly about sharing gifts and creating, moving into that space of inspiration and inspired action. And putting your soul gifts out there, putting them to work by what you're attracted to, by what you're curious about, what you're inspired about. And this is causing this movement. So the frequency shift for you is bringing in a lot of movement and more openings, more opportunities coming in your life. So there's a particular part or area of your life that is greatly healing right now. It's healing so that you can move in a new direction. Yeah, look at this, the spirals here. A lot of you also connecting in through the heart or heart chakra, heart center. You could be doing something with the heart or about the heart or getting to the heart of the matter, listening to the heart, understanding the heart. But I do feel like you're in a new beginning of also having more reciprocity, more people to help you, or you're helping others, others are helping you. So this is a time also for you, it's going to be good to partner up. Partnering up is also part of your abundance. Wow. Could be for some of you working more online or through social media. Okay, let's see what we've got on the bottom. Yeah, in the flow. Yeah, the universe is sending you help. That's the healing energy and it's opening opportunity, new doors of opportunity. So you really need to trust the signs right now. Trust the signs, the messages. Some of you, there's a lot with Egypt, hieroglyphics, Sumeria, some of you Buddhism, China, Chinese medicine, Eastern traditions. But clearly this is more openings and opportunities are there. I'm not seeing that this is a negative for you in your life. I feel like you're going to have to choose maybe within the next month or two. Some of you are already choosing, but out of these opportunities, and if you feel some indecision, it's okay, because there's going to be valid, verifiable, tangible opportunities come in that give you a lot of hope and freedom and move you to your own next level. All right, let's see. Soul story number 2, messages from the guides. Let's see now, source energy. Okay, source. You are God consciousness. You're a funnel for God consciousness in creative form. That's the message there. 10. I knew this reading was going to be important. I'm going to have to listen to it myself. Sagittarius. Wow. Whoa. North Node in Sag. North Node in Sagittarius. Let's see. North Node. Sagittarius in the 10th house. Wow. Spirituality, spiritual partnership, North Node in Sagittarius. That's big. Well, I'd look it up and see what messages you're getting. What I'm getting is follow your spiritual path, follow your spirit, follow where you're guided. But a lot of you, this could be really taking your rightful place as a spiritual teacher with your spiritual wisdom, spiritual insights, with what you've learned. There's a lot about sharing your gifts. I got to just say, marketing it, promoting it, putting yourself out there, whatever that means to you as a teacher, as a guide, as a healer, as whatever it is that you want to do. Because this frequency shift is about you aligning to your path of destiny. Didn't I see something with a path? Yes, your path to destiny. Wood rat. Rats are very interesting because, I mean, they're everywhere, right? They're in the city, they're in the country. They make use and they create whatchamacallit, they create trails, they create paths, they take the same path over and over. Unless, you know, somebody, tries to obstruct it, but even then. And I had a neighbor, well, recently, they have this wonderful garden. But little did they realize it attracts mice, garden mice. And I was trying to not have them come through my fence. And I put some obstructions, and they found a way around it. And my neighbor, they're fine with it, but, we've got composting and all that. Well, that attracts, attracted bunnies, and it's attracted owls, it's attracted other things, but it's attracted mice. And I don't even know, are they mice or are they rats? I don't even want to know, honestly. But anyway, my neighbors are like, yeah, they've been eating the lettuce, they're eating the, now they're having a field day. They're over there with the carrots and all the food, the berries and the corn. So where are your resources, soul story number 2? That's what's changing. Use what you have. Use what's around you. Use what's within you. Use what's important to you. Use what's inspirational to you. This frequency shift is, in other words, do not separate yourself from everything, from the universe. There are no elements. It's all one element. Consciousness made manifest. There's only one substance in the world that manifests differently through frequency, through the frequency and vibration. It changes the energetic output of something. So you have to see everything as helping you and as part of your path, and use it all. Use it all up, whatever that means to you. All right, Soul Light, your Soul Insights mantra is, I am in alignment and in flow with universal abundance. And I experience love, luck, and abundance wherever I go. That's what this is. This is the little charm. You're going to be lucky. Your luck is changing. The frequency shift is bringing you better luck. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love you. Lots of love and light. And I will see you in another reading. Hello, Radiant Light. If you chose Soul Story number 3, this is your reading. You are getting a new avatar. So something is changing about the way you navigate through life. This frequency shift for you has a lot to do with your body, your image, your vibe about yourself, your thought about yourself, your thought about being in a human form or hybrid form, however you want to look at your experience here. You're gaining a new perspective, and this new perspective is changing your circumstances somehow. You have the Lemurian crystal here. So something is going to be literally, I'm hearing, crystal clear. There could be connection to Atlantean Lemurian roots, especially Lemuria. Healing, sacred art, sacred symbols, sacred geometry, music, tone, music of the spheres. You could be working with Kabbalah. The Kabbalah could be very important to you. I'm getting a lot with mystery teaching, mystery school. Now, if you haven't been, you're about to upload this information, or it's being uploaded into you to be downloaded in some frequency, some form, okay? So you're also doing a lot with form. Now, what card did you get here? Oh, King of Pentacles. Very interesting, because Soul Story number 2, wow, yeah, form. You're dealing with form, manifestation, healing light energy, healing hand. Now, hands are having a lot to do with radiating your light out through your hands, radiating your light. This means giving, sharing, teaching, manifesting, directing, having a handle or a hold on something. So you're moving into some level of mastery, especially 3D mastery. So this is telling me in the immediate future, something very important for you is about to manifest or become more physical. A lot of you, I do feel strength. So where there's been weakness or out of shape, you're getting in shape, or the shape that you want. the preferred version of you and vision. But you definitely are. And there's also almost like a magician energy, like you're an adept. You're into this focus of self-mastery. There, you're like mastering these what seem lower level or trivial levels of something in your life, which is moving you more. And I just heard more spaciousness. There's more space around you. You can have more time to do what you want to do, what you need to do, more space. Welcome the space. This might bring a time of more rest for you. There might be a time that you're resting more. You know, someone might have said, don't rest on your laurel. No, you need to rest, because we actually manifest in the time of being magnetic. The electrical impulse that goes out, the drive, the inspired action happens, but you have to have a bit of space, the frequency, right? There has to be a shift in frequency to draw in. And that's what you're going through. You're about to draw in more. Okay, let's see what we got here. What have we got? Wood Rabbit. Follow your curiosity. 52-7 coming from Spirit. Spirit's putting certain things out there in the world for you to try to focus on. So that could be curiosity. That, notice where you're blossoming. Wood Horse, live and love joyfully. 31-4. Yeah, branch out, do more for yourself, do more exploring, do more non-structured things in your life. Ooh, Fire Pig, raise your frequency. I was just talking about frequency. 24. What raises our frequency is the harmonizing. So think of it this way. It's very much like working out. We actually don't get the muscle, we don't develop muscle from the working out, the exertion, because that actually tears and breaks down the muscle. It's when it rebuilds, and you have to have a rest period to rebuild. So that applies to you for some reason. That what you're rebuilding, like you put in the effort, then you need to step away or you need to do something else. So whatever you've been putting your time in, if you keep grinding at something, you wear yourself down, your creations, your energy, the people in your environment, things wear down. But if you know how to shift, whatever that is, moving away, then you create, then you build in harmony with the seasons. This is about your own season. And look at all that yellow. And I was talking about rest. Look at that. Rest and retreat. Okay. You got to have rest days or days that you're doing something else. I'm getting the message a lot of you are very focused on creating and manifesting. I do not believe this. Did it not hit record? Oh, no, I did. Okay, my God, I'm so out of it. All right. Did I not hit record? What does that mean? Check yourself once, then twice, then leave it. Soul story number 3. I got to tell you, you are similar to, was it soul story number 2, rising like the phoenix? But you're building something, you're creating something. I just heard Rome isn't built in a day. It's, your frequency is shifting or changing. You don't have to keep going over the details or the little things, the trivial. It's like you're to take enjoyment in everyday things, but you really need to be in harmony with your own season. Whatever that means to you, whatever you're going through, a dry spell, an opening spell, whether you're like, look what is natural to you every 4 to 6 hours. That's going to tell you a lot. So Spirit really wants you to follow your own biorhythms or biorhythm. You are definitely doing a frequent, what the heck? You are, look at this card and with that Fire Pig. So as you allow what's more harmony, okay, okay, I got it. Less bickering in the mind, less doubt, less fear, less staying stuck in fear or doubt, less bickering, less over criticizing oneself is allowing your frequency to raise. So you're having more inner harmony. And that inner harmony and understanding your own pace, your own knowledge, your own pattern, your own rhythm is allowing this harmony. Ooh, you're raising your vibrational frequency by having inner harmony. You're having an optimal frequency shift by being more in homeostasis with mind, emotion, feeling, body. And that's aligning you to your soul signature frequency. So you don't have to do everything, or you don't have to keep pushing to make something happen. In other words, you can let your foot off of the pedal. It's okay. You don't have to always have your foot on the accelerator. You don't have to be in drive mode all the time. Wow. Okay. That is powerful. You do not have to be in drive mode all the time. It's okay to coast. Some of you, this has to do with coasting, coast to coast. Wow. Okay. A lot of pink and magenta here. So this is a lot about self-love, self-nurturing, self-care, having the mindset of loving oneself and how far you've come, what you've done in your life, your achievements, big or small, it doesn't matter. You know, you getting up, you know, and doing another day, you know, Groundhog Day, another day, another, you know, one more time, let's do it. That's lightening you up. So a lot of you are going to be really enjoying the smaller things in life, the little thing, Descendant, the invitation. You're getting the invitation to ascend. Now, ascension is simply getting out of the stuckness or lower condition response patterns or extremes of polarity. So this is this expansion for you, Sagittarius. Look at that, beautiful. Higher truth, higher mind, a philosophy that suits you, bringing your spirituality or spiritual understanding, or a higher philosophy, or the idea of metaphysics, spirituality, divine timing. These are concepts that are going to be more and more important to you. You're going to find that you're getting a lot more done with less effort, less grunt time. And you've got midheaven, the pinnacle. And look at, there's a pinnacle behind you. You've already achieved something. You've achieved what, no matter what you think of your life, you've achieved a level of success that's notable. Now, it could be notable online, it can be notable in the world, it can be notable on television and media, in films, I don't know, in magazines, online, I don't know. It could be notable to one person, it could be notable to your family, it could be notable to your friends, it could be notable to your community, but it needs to be notable to you, what you have achieved and gotten over, because the invitation now is for a bigger game, whatever that means for you. The invitation is for you to expand in awareness and in consciousness, and for many of you to expand somehow in your career or in your path. But this expansion is not going to be the expense of your health or inner wealth, you know, of your mind, your mental state, emotional state, or physical state, or psychological state, or spiritual self. The way you expand now is different. You're entering a different phase in your life. And this different phase is also the different phase of the universe. So there's a lot that's leaving us in the 3D reality, the place of form, right? Form and fiction. We create through form here, right? 3D, 4D. 4D as the observer. So when we're creating, you know, think about it. We're shifting from a model that's been thousands of years old and was perfected during the Industrial Revolution. The whole idea of mechanism, mechanics, you know, I'm thinking Cartesian, Newton, you know, this whole mechanical era. We're moving more into the mind, into the mental realm, into the realm of causation, and less about the symptom or the result, but connecting into the causal factor that we are. So mentalism. And I mean it in the sense of being able to transform, transition, transcribe in the space of consciousness and less from mechanism. in the space of understanding universal laws, or understanding how energy works, understanding how vibration works. What is frequency? What shifting one's frequency? How does that if we shift frequency, we shift vibration, and we shift vibration, we shift our energy, and what we not only attract but what we experience and what we put out. So it's a much different time. So we have to break those patterns. You're breaking those patterns of being in a mechanistic point of view. In other words, I have to do A and B to get C. I have to do this for 2 days and do that, and then I have to do this for 2 years or 3. All of that is reality, and it's not going away. We live in a universe and world of multi-realities, not just multi-dimensional realities, but there are many realities playing out. But it changes by what we believe and who we congregate with, which is that 10th house midheaven. Who are you congregating with? And how are you congregating inside you? So if there's more harmony inside, there's more harmony externally. Again, depending on what you've set yourself up. This just came out. Karmic completion. 10. So again, that's what I'm talking about. That old way of the Industrial Revolution is ending. You have to put 8 hours a day. You have to work hard. And believe me, I had my TV show, and sometimes even now, or years ago when I was teaching at Agape Spiritual Center, I was doing a lot of different projects. I had sometimes 22, 23-hour days. No lie. I had to learn to edit. I mean, there was so much thing. I won't get all into it. So it's not about the hours. It's about the mental concept that it takes only a certain amount of time, or I have to work hard to make something happen. You're definitely shifting that. Okay, I'm curious about this. So you're completing that compassion for yourself. As you have compassion for yourself, that harness the vibration of love, the frequency of love. Love is the binding force of our life, of our creativity. Communication. Forgiveness. That's it. The harshness. So you've shifted internally. This is a lot about, and all that red passion is come from self-love, self-acceptance, compassion, healing oneself. The invitation to be easier on yourself, the invitation to be more loving and kind to yourself for what you've done and what you've been through and what you know and love. You're figuring in the human part more. And because that is our karma here. I mean, this is the only place that we get to live this kind of stuff out. So better communication with yourself and others, I would also say, is coming in. So there's a gentleness coming in. And there's a strength in that gentleness. You've got 2 rabbits, wood rabbit and earth rabbit, which could be fear, but it's also fertility. It's also creativity. It's also the ability to stop and feel the vibration of what's happening, feel the earth, feel the vibration within, right? So there's something about you having the ability to stop before you take action. In other words, it's not about go, 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 go. That's the big message. The frequency shift isn't going to allow you to go, go, go. That's too far from your soul signature frequency. And you're aligning more to your soul signature frequency, which has that karmic completion has you not self-punishing, self-sabotaging, or self-punishing. It's like you're going to get a lot more by where you put your aim. So you might have been frozen. You might have been frozen, like I can't do anymore. I don't know what to do. But sometimes being frozen, fight, flight, or freeze, can be good because you can feel things out vibrationally. You can look around, look at things, take it in, you can get a better perspective. So this is about less self-judgment. That's a big thing I see. Yeah, look at that Empress. Because you're connecting into your worth, your value. Abundance, worth, value. King of Cups. Yeah, feeler. You're moving into even though you got the, come over here. You've got the King of Pentacles. This is all about your intuition, your feeling. You got to feel this part of your path. 2 of Pentacles. Ace of Cups, it's all about the feeling tone. and then acting on the instincts. Yeah, all about the feeling, all about acting on the instincts. So bringing your spiritual awareness in, using your intuition, your creativity. This part of the path with this frequency shift, you have to integrate, you have to balance not just your doing and your drive, like blind ambition or getting things done or accomplishing. That's all great when you bring in what inspires you and also what brings you joy, inner peace, but trusting your vibe, trusting your body, the frequency, the oscillation of your body. I'm going to say it for you too, because this was in the general message from the guides. The frequency shift is about our own biorhythms and the rhythm of what's going on in the world and the environment, testing the temperature. So you've got Venus here, Venus energy, Taurus, Libra. Yeah, I feel like these two parts of yourself, if you balance these two parts, these two aspects of the feeling, the drive, the passion with the emotional intelligence, the intuitive, then you opening up to this, what's new coming in for you. Frequency shift is opening you up to much more love, abundance. People are going to be seeing you different. I think I saw that with the Empress, seeing you differently. So there's something quite amazing about how you look or dress or appeal or something. Spirit is saying you are in the perfect form. You have the perfect form, the perfect body for what you're meant to do here. Look at this, gifts. Yeah, you're uncovering new talent, new abilities. You could get more money with the deal as well. Well, I think that's just by you following you and being more true to you, that opens that up. Yeah, look at Frozen. Hiring free. But I think this is you. You're moving out of a time of being frozen. But also, if you do tend to freeze or you get overwhelmed, that's okay. Bring that into your cycle with compassion. Communicate with yourself and go, okay, I'm a bit overwhelmed here. Don't know what to do. And I feel like I'm not doing anything, but you are deep inside. Okay, let's see what's shedding old skin, people skills. Yeah, you have a flare, but you're also shedding. Got the snake there. I'm going to take one more. Yeah, you're shedding the old skin. That's like here, like I said at the beginning, the avatar. So you're shedding this old skin or this old way of being and a way of interpreting yourself. And then you're going to know your true strategy for you. What's the true way that you get through things and navigate? And it's okay if it changes. It's okay if it changes. It can change. You know, we have a negative idea about, oh, you fight or flight or freeze or did it. Those are just ways of coping, you know, on the human level, biochemical level, physical, physiological level. They're not all you. You're experiencing and expressing through the instrument of your soul, which is the body. So you're letting go of a lot of stuff over here. Like, I don't know, just not as life enhancing, just old paradigm stuff. You're in a paradigm shift, and that's creating the frequency shift. All right, so like, let's see, soul story number 3. Divine messages. First house, knew it. Look at that, first house. Told you the body, how you look. Cancer, there we go. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy. Saturn, aha, work with what you have. Saturn in Cancer in the first house. So a lot of you could be shifting stuff from Saturnian influences, father figure, patriarchy, matriarchy. It doesn't matter. Patriarchy, same thing, really. Because we're creating something new based on the Emperor. We have a new imprinting. We're going to have new archetypal images coming through. So you're having to let go of these old perceptions, these old, oh, this is the way you do it, this is how I am, this is what I need to look like or feel like or act like, this is what the job, whatever, these kind of old paradigm, again, kind of based on, I'm going to say, Cartesian, Newtonian perceptions. We have these old perceptions, and even some of it could be Einstein or Tesla. It doesn't matter. We have these old, perceptions. I'm trying to think of the other physicist, Bohm. Not that they're not bad, they're not wrong, but we have to update. You're in an updating, and you're updating, your inner software is being updated. That's changing your frequency. So all of it, we can't, it's not throwing everything out. Yes, good, manufacturing, mechanisms, that still applies. But that's not the only thing that applies. And that's what I see that you're learning. You're letting go of what overly constricted you, either by your viewpoint, your approach in life, or your perception of yourself, or even for some of you, the earth in general. Doesn't have to be all about, I'm only here to learn, I'm only here to serve. Well, you're also here to love and to create and have some fun and to be in joy. So it's up to you what the interpretation is. But be ready to open up to other talents and gifts of yourself and to receive some gifts for yourself. All right, so Light Your Soul Insights mantra is, I'm a gift to the universe and the world, and I open up to the gifts of the world and the universe, which are all really one and the same. All right, so light, shine bright, and I'll see you in another reading. Hello, Radiant Soul. If you chose Soul Story number 4, this is your reading. Watermelon, diversity, creativity. Moving into an integration time in your life. An integration point is what's coming up for you. Got the Six of Swords. There's some clarity. There's some deeper understanding that you are moving to. I also want to say the light at the end of the tunnel. There's some very important for you is clarity of mind, clarity of purpose. A lot of you want clarity in a particular situation. And we're going to see how that comes through. The clarity comes through when you stop pushing for it, you least expect it, it will be there. Okay, let's see what we've got. Ooh, fire. Ooh, look at that smile. Share your gifts. I'm already starting to get the message. Manifesting your dreams. Conquer your fear. Okay. I think you've got one extra, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 extra cards. Trust your intuition. Play with the waves. 59, 14, 5. That's new directions, new influences coming in. Okay, this is a big message for you. And it's interesting that it came at the last. Your shifting has a lot to do with your fear, or fear-based, or fear of revealing yourself, or doing something differently, or looking different. Or can I do this? Can I let go of one thing and do something else? Now, whatever the fear is, it doesn't matter. What it's showing is that you moving into the energy of play more, creativity, just trying something. No matter what age or stage you're at, just trying something. That's going to help you manifest your dreams. Now, you've also got redefine your boundaries. You've got trust your intuition. So what happens, what's being blocked right now for you is your gut knowing, or your intuition, or your ability to move forward on something. or not move forward. In other words, if something seems blocked, maybe there's something else you need to do before whatever it is you thought you were meant to do. But you have to connect in to your intuition. So what's going to help you, if you have animal beings, watch them, connect with them. You need to get out of your mind. You need to get more into instinctual awareness. Like cats do that, by, their, what do you call it? Preening, whatever, the licking themselves and kind of, relaxing, laying around. They're doing a reset. For some of you, the reset could definitely be swimming or being in water, being in nature, or just being around water or anything very watery. But both of these have a lot to do with play. So being less focused on what you have to do, or that something isn't working. If you can play more in the moment. Now, redefining your boundaries, I feel some of you, yes, this has to do with another person or people or work. You've got a 23-5 there, and here you had a 14-5. So you need to shake it up a little bit. Now, what does this mean? You need to shift. What's that thing? All work and no play makes Jack a dope boy, or something like that. You get stuck in cycles where you're just only doing this, only doing one thing. You need to change it up a bit. These cards are talking about changing it up. So I feel like the boundaries are also boundaries with you. Don't be so stringent. Now, some of you, maybe you need to tighten up your boundaries a bit more. What comes in is manifesting your dream by co-creating with the universe. This is all about getting into that dance of life. Where has fear held you back? It's not saying to blame yourself or try to push through the fear. In fact, I have a CD and also MP3 on my website, soulplayground.life, transforming fear into creativity. You just need to create through your fear. In other words, if you're afraid to do something else or do something similar to it. Do it in, like if you're afraid to put your art out there, maybe show it to a friend. Or maybe do it online, or do it, let's say you're afraid to blog. Well, start blogging and don't set it to public yet. So you need to get into the energy of what it is that you want to do, the creative aspect. These two beings, this energy is very just kind of playful, kind of chagrin, smiling at itself. The tiger, it's okay to be a little bit self-possessed. Like, oh, this is what I do, or I do it well, or I love doing this. A lot of you need to start opening up to more what you love to do and letting yourself do more of that. You have the ability to co-create with the universe. You have to give yourself time to manifest your dreams. Water, again, either drinking more water, being around water, in whatever way, connecting in with the water element. And I feel the water element is splashing around in play. Now, this may be you need to splash around in different areas. You need to play in different areas to kind of find your rhythm again, to find your flow, to find what inspires you. Some of you have been just too focused on one thing or a certain particular picture of how something needs to manifest or come about. And your intuition is trying to show you a different way. It's trying to say, hey, there's another way. There's many ways to do this. So when you have these boundaries with yourself, then this is opening a whole new doorway for you. There's a whole new opening of potential. The opportunity. That's going to give you the clarity that you need. And I'm Saturn on the bottom. What does that mean? Limitation, over limiting yourself. So Saturn is great. We need structure. Saturn is wonderful. It's boundaries. But are you focused too much on boundaries? I'm reminded in the traditional Six of Swords, they're in the boat going away from troubles. But see, this is about illumination from within, joy, creativity, balanced mind, balancing the mental realm. So the frequency shift for you is understanding boundaries and how to best use them so that You're not too rigid. You're not rigidly focused in something. You're leaving some wiggle room, some room to play, for spontaneity. These are key for you here. Fire, you might want to take, once I get the cards out, take a screenshot. Fire, tiger, and water, dog. And you have dog here also. Water dog and fire dog. So when you take care of the emotions, the emotional aspect of you, you open up to the passion, the inspiration, the ability to go on or to get through, to create, to navigate. Now you have fire tiger, so but it's not, everything doesn't have to lead somewhere. Look at this dog. Oh, you've got 3 dogs. I just noticed that. Wood dog. So water, wood, fire. The only one that's not here is air, except for 6 of Swords. So what shifts you is bringing the fire element into balance, bringing the wood element into balance, not over-focused on that. Vision. You've got a vision. This is about putting, and then we've got Gemini, cross-pollinate, communicate. Neptune in Gemini. I'm wondering if when Jupiter goes into Gemini, May 25th, that could be a really fruitful time for you the next year to really manifest what it is you want to manifest or create or co-create. That bigger vision, you have the structure. So part of this is going to be, the 6 of Swords is going to be the clarity and understanding of how to put the structure in to the form. Yeah, to create. Pluto energy. So we got some heavy hitters here. We have Saturn here and we have Pluto. So it's what's happening with you is both the needing and wanting and perhaps the necessity to have structure and form and to have boundaries, probably, firmer boundaries, but also Pluto wants you to liberate, wants a rebirth, wants growth, wants more than what you had before. So you have this kind of contracting energy and this expanding energy. Because through the Plutonian energy of moving through something, ultimately can expand it. It's like an attrition, right? It wears down. So you've got to balance these out with clear communication with yourself and for some of you with others. So Capricorn, so that you can receive more of what you want, you can achieve more of what you want in the outer world. You're definitely here to achieve something, to make something happen. So if someone's saying, oh, just be you or whatever, no, you're here to create something. You want to create something. You want to, is it a legacy? You want to leave something behind. You want to make your mark. You want to make your dent in the universe, in the world. Make your mark. And you're meant to. So whatever these older notions of the past are, you're conquering that through your creativity, getting that clarity. That moves you forward. Okay? Wow. Look at this. Payoff, Wheel of Fortune. Sun. Wow. And of course the doubt, 5 of Pentacles, can I do this? The worry, the doubt. Don't worry if something isn't fitting in. If something doesn't fit, very often at the 5 of Pentacles, something's no longer fitting in. We don't fit in. Our inner masculine or our inner feminine, the electrical, some part is not fitting in. It feels outside. This isn't always about people. Can be fear, it can be people that we no longer feel a connection to or that did us dirty, betrayal. But it could be us. We don't fit in anymore with where we are, what we're doing. And then you've got the Star. Look at this. Wow. I'm going to take this last one too because, wow, you move into, that's the movement that you've wanted. So here we go with Leo energy, Leo, Aquarius energy, that polarity, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo again here, Aquarius energy here, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, and we've got So things are going to move forward. Now you need to just hold that juxtaposition, the polarity between the Saturnian energy within you and your circumstances and the Pluto, the part that wants the rebirth, wants to, carve out a new niche, wants, that's, you might feel like, oh my God, this one area is, it's not as stable anymore. That's because there's growth. You've got 3 major arcana here. So out of whatever doesn't fit in, there's a healing that takes place. You go to your own next level, and there is that movement. And I'm going to show you what was on the bottom was the Magician, Gemini Virgo energy. That's the Pluto. You're radically changing your world or your life. There's something you're changing. You're getting the clarity of where you're changing or where you need to change, where you need to go, what you need to do. You have the insight for the movement. But that movement is just part of the creative process. You're in this creative process. You are the creative process, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, the achiever, the creator. You're on your path. You're on your path to destiny. You're meant to achieve, to create health and effort. It's about putting in the effort. That's Capricorn, putting in the effort. That's also Saturn, which rules Capricorn. Your health. This is why it's not time to put, there's 4 cards here. New beginnings. What's this card? Oh, I love this. Karmic completion. By the way, I'm doing a reading on this. I was going to do it today, but now this card has come up twice, so I'm definitely going to do it. So this is clarity in what you need to do for your health, for your body, for your mind. This is Pluto, new lease on life. Regeneration, not just rebirth, but regeneration. Some of you, there could be regeneration within your body. But it's also by putting in the effort. But you, again, with Saturn here, you have to know, what's that song? You have to know when to fold them, know when to walk away. That's all about the game of life. I actually heard that on a reading the other day. But the thing is, it's not just about gambling. It's like you have to know when, I did enough for today. I did enough on this, or this is not going further right now, or this is never going further, or I'm done with this. You have to know when to fold them. You have to know when to call in things and say, hey, I want help on this, or I want to go in this direction. Whatever it is, you have a new energetic balance coming in due to your frequency shift. Your vision, what you want to create, what you want to live, you're going to get a lot more clarity on it and how to do it and what's needed. You're actually moving away from more lack and limitation. You're moving out of the visual of lack and limitation or not having enough. No matter where you are, what your circumstances, if you're at this reading, this is what you're meant to do. Now, I don't know if it's going to happen overnight. Probably not with Capricorn there and with Saturn. And with Pluto. Pluto is not, it's deep acting, but not fast acting. What can help you, again, is to communicate with yourself, to communicate with others, to put yourself out there more in a playful way. So if you're starting a new project or a new job or career direction, do it in a more playful way and be mindful of not just your health, physical health, but with Six of Swords, your mental health, that you're not over pushing. You're not, I keep hearing grinding. You don't want to grind. You want to flow more. Okay? You have the protection there on the earth plane with the Capricorn energy. There is a protection. Even Neptune can be a protection. Sometimes our naivety is a protection. Sometimes our ability to be hopeful or have faith is a form of protection. But I do feel that you are very protected. And you are in a time of making something happen or creating something, but you're changing the way that you do it or the approach. You have to, again, there's a rebalancing taking place in your inner psyche at this time. All right, let's see what comes up from here. Ah, I love it. Cat, independence. Some things you have to do not only on your own, but you're in your own individual way, in your own zone. So you're not going to be, oh, people skills. I think soul story number 3 got this. It could be a diplomat, a counselor, salesperson, or head of a company. So use those natural skills that you have with that fire tiger and water dog. There is something about you connecting with others, but boundaries. Maybe you're very inspirational. Some of you could be very inspirational. Now, what is coming in for you? The Knight of Wands, or many choices. So that's part of the boundaries. You're gonna know some things are not for you, or not for you yet, or you don't want anymore, or they're just not gonna happen. And that's got to be okay. You know, sometimes our new beginning, something is left out, or someone, or some situation or circumstance. Some of you, this could also bring in a move. I'm hearing there could be a move, and you're going to wonder, how did it happen? How did this happen? Let's take one more to just make it a little bit. Yeah, look at this. You'll be offered a new position. Think about it, research it. So those of you that want a new position or a job, or you're seeking something in a different career, that is going to happen. But again, it's between the rebirth and renewal of that Plutonian energy and the Saturn energy of keeping going what you have as you bridge or you move on. Like you move on towards your new quest. This is about moving on to what brings more light, more fun, more insight, whatever it is for you. Yes, you are moving on. You are moving there. You are moving over there. But you're not jumping yet. You know what I mean? This isn't about jumping into anything. It's about swimming through it. It's about, there's a flow when you swim. Just like running, you get your rhythm. So this shift is all about getting your rhythm, your new biorhythm. And some of you are going to be working for a company, I feel like doing, I don't know, there could be hiring of a receptionist, or you're doing that, or office manager, or you're organizing something. There's a lot of organizing energy, especially with Saturn here. You're either going to do that kind of work, or you're hiring someone, or someone's going to help you organize more. But rely on the connection with people. That's what you need right now for what it is that you want to do. All right, so let's see your soul. Let's see, before we get the Soul Insights mantra, let's do Astro Dice. I feel something very different with you. Let's see. Jupiter. What's Jupiter in? Virgo. 12th house, Jupiter and Virgo in the 12th house. Well, Jupiter expands the collective, you know, could be collective unconscious. You need to expand into the uncharted waters of your subconscious mind. Now, this could be through, you know, NLP, hypnotherapy, meditation, visioning. This could be just taking some time out to zone in, zone out. You need to mentally check out. That's that Six of Swords also. You need to have a break. Wasn't there something about health? Well, there's health here. Yeah, you need to mentally check out every now and then and just have a break, a mental break, whatever that means to you. Doing something mentally rejuvenating or rehabilitating or healing, or just check out. Zone out, zone in, zone out, whatever it is, that's the healing. And then you recharge. So that's an important message for you to recharge. Your ability to recharge is to go within. Is it meditation? Is it a nap? Is it spirituality? Is it the 6th house? You got the 6 of Swords, regenerates through this ability for you to commune with the divine, commune with God. God essence, you, commune with spirits, with nature, whatever connects you into the merging of the all that is, you're rejuvenating that aspect of you. So also there could be, because of that, with the Saturn-Neptune energy, You may get a lot more done by doing that. You may get some really good insights and clarity. Okay, your soul insights mantra is, I get the insight I need by rejuvenating through communing with my spirit and spirit realm. Thanks for the honor of tuning in for you. Lots of love and light.